Today's conference represents an incredible opportunity to discuss, explore, and celebrate the achievements and challenges of women in maritime industry. We are here to recognize the significant contributions of women in the field and to support their continued progress in achieving their full potential. Your presence today here demonstrates your dedication to advancing gender equality in the maritime sector. And we as organizers are confident that your insights and experiences will enrich this conference even more. I thus encourage all of you to fully engage in the discussions and share your thoughts and experiences openly here today. We are very fortunate today to have some distinguished guests at the occasion. We have our guest of honor, Dr. Sunita Sundar, here with us. Welcome, ma'am. We also have with us Mrs. H.K. Joshi, former CMD of the Shipping Corporation of India. She has been the chairperson of the advisory board and our guest of honor today. We will be accompanied by Captain Sankalp Shukla with us today, MD Bernhard Schulte, Ship Management India, and Chairman Foreign Owners Representatives and Ship Managers Association, FOSMA. I request Captain Kamal Chadha to please lead the lighting of the lamp along with our guest of honors and distinguished guests. May I request the volunteers to kindly escort our guest of honor on stage. So we have with us Dr. Sunita Sundar. Welcome, ma'am. Mrs. H.K. Joshi. Captain Sankalp Shukla. And Captain Kamal Chadha doing the honors. A lighted lamp is a symbol of knowledge, and thus we hope that this light brings in new ideas in the forefront through this conference. Can we have the AV? I request the dignitaries to kindly take a seat on the dais. This conference is the manifestation of the vision of the person who is known, respected, and loved by all in the maritime fraternity. Known to be an avid reader, progressive thinker, and fitness enthusiast, he never fails to tickle your funny bone with his one-liners. I hope you all have already guessed the person I'm talking of. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Managing Director, Captain Kamal Chadha, Marex Media, to deliver the welcome address. Please, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and men. I'm leaving the gentle out because this is a ladies' event and we have to consciously step back a little, give them lots of room. There might be some firing from the hip, but like they say, we are ready. All mankind struggles to set things right in this world, where unfortunately there are many more things poorly balanced than are rightly so. And one of the things begging rapid correction is the matter of gender equality in maritime. Setting the equilibrium right in the gender arena is the foremost task that I believe must be addressed collectively by both or more genders. The definitions are constantly changing. This conference is meant to provide the perfect platform for ideating and taking the necessary steps in that noble direction with much concern and rapidity. I wish you all well in the proceedings here today, which are being held under the aegis of international shipping, our administrators, and our intelligentsia. Our chief guest is caught up with some urgent situation and hasn't even been able to leave the office yet. So when he's ready, he says he will make his way here, and we will then, of course, provide him time to talk to us. In the meantime, we have Dr. Sunita Sundar, our guest of honor, very learned maritime lawyer of several accomplishments in the maritime legal and academic field, and she has come here especially all the way from Chennai. Please give her a big hand. Mrs. Harjeet Kaur Joshi, chair of our advisory board, for whom I haven't enough words of praise. Suffice it to say that she has provided inspiration to thousands of youngsters, especially young females, for whom she continues to shine despite her recent retirement as a beacon of encouragement and purpose. We have Captain Sankalp Shukla over here. I haven't got anything to read from because he's been kind enough to step in and occupy that very important chair and give us a little more balance over here on the stage. What I would like to say is this is like once I was caught up in a situation where I had to introduce someone and there was no paper, there was no nothing, just the gentleman in front of me. So I said, I'd like to introduce so-and-so. He is a great guy. That's all I had for him. So I'll do that for Captain Sankalp Shukla as well. He's a great guy. Give him a big hand. In our program sheet, you will note that we've added some cross-freshness to the discussions by inviting to hear from other sectors where women have faced similar or greater challenges than maritime. So you'll find we will be having participation from an international woman cricketer, Mrs. Sudha Shah. Please give her a big hand. She will make an appearance soon. We have a woman airlines pilot, Captain Susmita. Give her a big hand as well. Am I seeing her here? Not yet. Okay. We have an Indian Navy lady. She's a lieutenant commander, and her name is Anu Prakash. She is also with us over here. And they're all going to bring different flavors, to the whole discussions. So that we are able to understand what is happening in other arenas where women are making great strides or overcoming the challenges. So a very warm welcome to all those on the dais, those who are off the dais. Off the dais are feeling more comfortable because no one's staring at them. A very special welcome to those who have traveled from far and wide, surely from Kolkata and Chennai, I know for sure. But is there anybody else who traveled from somewhere farther than that? I'll come to that. Let us applaud ourselves for having made this great effort to get here despite Mumbai's humidity and traffic. So please. It's wonderful to see you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Captain Chadha. This conference would not have been possible if we had not received the untiring support of a remarkable persona in the maritime industry. Known as the beacon of maritime sector, she's none other than the charismatic Mrs. Joshi, Madam, former chairperson of the Shipping Corporation of India Limited. Mrs. Joshi, she's been a great supporter of the Marex Media in all their endeavors and the chairperson of the advisory board for the conference. I request Ma'am Joshi to share a few thoughts on the conference in her capacity as chairperson of the advisory board and our guest of honor for today. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, Radhika, for those kind words. Every time something is said about me, I feel it's being said about somebody other than me. Captain Sankalp Shukla, when I address, even if it's a women's conference, I think we need to give equal strength and support to the men. So I start with Captain Sankalp Shukla. Captain Chadha, Madam Sunita, all the stalwarts of the maritime industry, delegates, and esteemed guests. It is indeed my privilege today to stand here in front of you and express my gratitude and appreciation. I'm going to first appreciate the audience for all your invaluable contribution through your presence in the conference today, which commemorates the International Day for Women in Maritime. I shall also take this opportunity to ask the entire audience to give a cheer, which has been so far not loud enough, for Marex, who have been pioneers in India to celebrate this day for women. Can we have a loud, loud cheer, please? Thank you so much. Marex not only employs a majority of women, but it also has a culture of respecting women and treating them with dignity, which draws you to them. And we have these conferences where we talk a lot, but there are few who walk the talk. And today, while Captain Chadha introduced me, he was kind enough not to talk about my illness, but I think today the industry knows about it. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Captain Chadha for trusting and believing in me to have me as the chairperson of the advisory board. I think he took a lot of risk. And I am very happy that he put that trust and faith in me. And what I'm trying to bring out here is to make women shine. Of course, you don't need to make me shine at this age and after all I've done in my career. But what is important is to have faith and believe that the women can perform. And I think that is very crucial. If you give them that trust, believe me, they can really shine. And that is what is the key essence that I wanted to put forth with my own example. So thank you, Captain Chadha, for that trust. I didn't want to let you down, but you did take a big risk. So Marex has been one who's been walking the talk, and that's why I feel very honored to be associated with this institution, with this company, with this organization. This conference is a culmination of the unwavering support, guidance. I'm going to combine my address, both as the chairperson of the advisory board as well as the guest of honor. So it's been a culmination of the unwavering support, guidance, and expertise by members of the advisory board that were instrumental in making this conference impactful and enriching at the same time. As the chairperson steering the advisory board for the conference, I shall be failing in my duty if I do not express my gratitude to each board member for their contribution, suggestions, participation, discussions, vision and guidance, which saw an open-minded and frank discussion, considering there are issues which are controversial as well as debatable. The board proceedings were extremely cohesive and the decisions were unanimous. While a lot is being done for increasing the participation of women, however, we all acknowledge there is still a long way to achieve gender equality in the maritime industry. However, conferences like this bring out a recognition of the importance of diversity and inclusivity in the industry, and many organizations today are taking the lead to address this issue. With this optimism, there is optimism that the future of the industry is moving in the right direction as far as women are concerned. This conference is also a humble attempt towards the same. Once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks to each one of you for your dedication and commitment towards the conference and the cause. Your support will play a significant role in making it a truly impactful and a memorable event. I also thank Marex for pioneering this cause and taking it forward. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for always supporting Marex Media and also all causes related to women. We are fortunate to be graced today by the presence of Dr. Sunita Sundar as our guest of honor. Dr. Sundar is an advocate, consultant, professor, and arbitrator, a practicing advocate of more than 3 decades in maritime law, with a doctorate in international commercial arbitration, teaching in many universities and institutions. Her doctoral thesis is prescribed book for IASA department in an Indian university. She is the corporate consultant for several companies in maritime industry, promoting reduction of claims and better recoveries, leading to minimization of litigations and arbitration, more on assisting in claims handling and statutory compliances. As an arbitrator and mediator, her role in resolving commercial disputes, intranational and international, are noteworthy. She has judged several international moot competitions, promoted institutionalized ADRs, presented papers and articles, and continues to represent the industry in India and abroad. Associated for life with an appreciative husband, personal and professional, and twin children who are also professionals, CA, CS in law. Continuing to be an academic and professional practicing maritime lawyer, she has kept herself still young, yearning, and achieving more. Please give a big round of applause to Dr. Sunita Sundar as I request Ma'am Sundar to share her thoughts with us on this occasion.
Good afternoon. It has been a great pleasure to be here amidst you in this August gathering. Thanks a lot to Captain Chadha, Ms. Joshi, I've been knowing for quite some time now, and Captain Shukla, nice to meet you. And this wonderful gathering, dear friends, thanks a lot for inviting me all the way from Chennai, very hot Chennai. Chennai is also not very, less hotter, but thanks a lot for this wonderful evening so I can spend some nice, few nice time together with all of you. Talking about women, especially the role of women in any industry, whether it be maritime or law or any related subject, has always been a subject very close to my heart. Though directly as advocates we can't just promote or have a preference only for women, you would find there are more women juniors in our office and women students who we indirectly, assist. Not because I'm just women, but I also see a lot of scope in these young women in the industry now. Of course, in law, it has always been a pleasure because there's a wide scope, and we find so many young lawyers, women lawyers, presenting themselves before the various courts, the high courts and the lower forum. But in maritime industry, yes, I do liaise. I do liaise with several of my clients. They are women representatives. But I still feel there is a lot of space up in the top for them to come up. And I think Marex is going the right way, the right path to achieve this goal among several other organizations. Of course, as we know, even IMO has stated that the women concentration is increasing. It is, I think the statistic shows it's about 1.28%, and they are still promoting for not only the shore jobs, but also the seagoing jobs, etc., where the concentration of women is steadily increasing, if not overtopping, albeit still the maritime industry, just like our lawyers, is a dominating, male-dominated industry. But the appreciative fact is that we are no more considered, women are no more considered to be lesser in any form, whether it be academics or in the performing or the training that they are giving or the opportunities that are open. So I think this is a wonderful time where we need young women to come up, to step up. All they need is that extra one step to take, and I think it would be definitely very profitable, not only for the companies whom they represent, but also to the society in large. So with this, I really wish all the women the very best in all their endeavors, and also in their professional and the work line that they have chosen, whether it be in maritime, in official jobs or the seagoing jobs, or I see it is very nice that I saw the mandate. It's one of the institutions which have more women candidates. I think it's the first time I'm seeing that. It's very heartening to know such organizations and institutes concentrating in the development of the women. And I wish all the very best to one and all. And I also thank Marex again for giving me this opportunity to be present with this elite crowd amongst this August gathering today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sundar, for those encouraging words. We now proceed to the next part of the conference. Today is a significant day, and we would here at this place launch an important organization today, which is known as WIMA, which is Women in Maritime Association Asia. I request Captain Sankalp Shukla to kindly be here for the launch with us. And I request the console team to play the AV on WIMA after Captain Shukla declares the launch. Can we have the cordless mic, please?
I'm glad to declare the launch of WIMA. Can we have the video, please?
On this opportune day, we would like to make a special announcement for all the amazing and wonderful women working in the maritime sector. You have all been working in the industry in your respective positions. Each of you is special and unique. You have been contributing to this industry through your individual positions, your skills, your expertise, your opinions, and you have your voice. However, the maritime industry did not have a collective voice for you. But all that will change now, because we, the women in maritime, will now have our very own representation in the global maritime industry. Because we are now going to be under the association of the IMO. Yes, you heard that right, the International Maritime Organization. Under the IMO's auspices, 8 women in maritime associations have been established in Africa, the Arab states, Asia, the Caribbean, Latin America, and the Pacific. covering some 152 countries and dependent territories. We are excited and pleased to announce that our very own chapter, WIMA India, is soon going to be launched in India under the auspices of the IMO. Stay tuned for more updates. With this great news, we leave you to enjoy the glamorous evening ahead. Once again, a happy International Day for Women in Maritime. On this opportune day,
so big round of applause for a wonderful organization coming up. They are catering to the 17 Sustainable Development Goals mentioned by the United Nations. So it's going to be one amazing organization that is going to do some very good work. So congratulations to the organizers. We now move to the next part of our conference. The members of our advisory board have played a significant role in what you all will witness throughout the conference today. Months of preparation, hours of deliberation, plenty of missed calls, Zoom meetings, one-to-one interaction. This is what all the board has been doing, and they have been a key to realize all our objectives. Today, at this conference, we take this opportunity to thank members of our advisory board, along with, at the helm, the chairperson of the advisory board, Mrs. H.K. Joshi, for all their humble efforts. And we wish to present to them a small token of our gratitude. I request Captain Kamal Chadha to kindly present a token of our appreciation to Chairperson of our Advisory Board and Guest of Honor today, Mrs. H.K. Joshi, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for steering the committee so well. We have a second board member right here with us on our stage, Captain Sankalp Shukla. Thank you, sir, for all your efforts towards the meeting and deliberations. I would like to invite on days Captain Tushar Pradhan, very enthusiastic and extremely punctual board member of the advisory board. That's a compliment, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, we ask you to stay back for a group picture. Next, we have Ms. Mrinal Tanna. Is she available here? Ma'am Mrinal. All right, she's not here with us right now. Mr. Sanjeev Vakil in absentia. Captain MP Basin in absentia. Ms. Karen Ossel in absentia. Ms. Julia in absentia. And Ms. Raima Chaudhary in absentia. So the ones who are not available here, a great thank you to all of them. Okay. May I have Captain Darviya from HIMT? So we have representation on behalf of Mr. Sanjeev Vakil. So big round of applause for them. Can we have a group picture of the advisory board, sir? I request Captain Kamal Chadha to felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. Sunita Sundar. I request Captain Kamal Chadda to present a token of appreciation to Captain Sankalp Shukla in his role as a guest of honor.